Hello, welcome to a pretty interesting type of video. Today we're going to be looking through and exploring some save files on the pre-owned used Pokemon games I have purchased over time. I know a lot of people have made this type of video, but I want to shout out you fellow Pokemon YouTuber I've Pet That Pokemon for directly inspiring me to make this video, so I'll leave a link to their channel in the description. But yeah, these are some games I've acquired over the past year or so. Obviously, most of them are in Japanese, only one of them's in English, and we're just going to go through the save files, look at some of the Pokemon, look at the trainer information, what stuff have they done in the game, Pokedex, if they've got any shinies. Obviously, you can see we've got an English Diamond, Japanese Pearl, Japanese Soul Silver, Japanese White, Japanese X, and a Japanese Ultra Moon, all of which I have verified these do have save files already on them. Some of them I have played, such as the English Diamond, the Japanese Diamond, and the Japanese Soul Silver. I was using some of them for my Safari Week, but I haven't actually explored the save files. I was just using them because the saves were like semi-completed and I could get to the Safari Zone or the Great Marsh in them and hunt for Safari Week, but that's it. That's all the information I know. Right, let's crack on. The Lord of Time. There he goes. So we are starting out with the English Diamond.
A new world awaits. Discover Sinnoh, a threatened island which only you can save. Catch more than 100 new Pokemon. Battle and train them to become the Pokemon League champion. A new Pokemon era begins. Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl, only on Nintendo DS.
Which has a save file, NixNMC, 140 hours, 8 badges, 144 Pokemon registered to the dex. Obviously, I have been using this just for the Great Marsh for Safari Week recently, but as I say, I have not explored it. Alright, let's check out the team. What have we got? Some of these names are pretty interesting. 24EHHCNXZ Male, the Torterra, and I'm guessing this was their starter, yeah, Lake Variety. Met in 2009. Wow, so this is pretty much an OG save, I imagine. What else have we got? Luxray, just a normal Luxray, found in 2010. At the Ironworks. We've got a Cranidos, made in 2011. God, the dates between these are a bit mad. At the Mining Museum. We've got a level 1R, hatched in 2011. Oh no, so they created the egg in 2011 and hatched it a year later? Is that what that's saying? And there's another R. Okay. We've got a Wingull, 2010. Okay, so that's a very interesting team with massive gaps between when they were acquired. So yeah, adventure started November 15th, 2008. And yeah, there's all the badges. They're very, very dirty badges. I forgot to mention as well, I actually got this diamond, I think last year, for like £15 on Vinted. I did already own the Japanese diamond at that point, but I wanted an English one just because that was the Gen 4 game I had, so I would really like to, I wanted to basically reclaim it. Right, let's see what we've got. Oh god, everything's like spread out all over the place. Okay. Box 1, box 2, we've got, see if we've got anything interesting. Any shinies at all? We've got a random Bidoof in box 9, level 2 Bidoof. We've got some, oh, it looks like they were trying to organise by types. We've got Geodude, Kricketune, random Psyduck. No, it doesn't look like there's any shinies, and there's nothing like super interesting in these boxes. It's a bit disappointing. This seems like a pretty bog standard save file, but I think what's really cool about it is the fact that it's possibly like this person's OG save from way back in 2008. That's actually really, really cool, the fact that this cartridge has the OG save on it. And I was thinking of resetting this thing at one point and doing my own playthrough, but I might have to keep it now, or at least back it up so then I've always got it. I've just been trying to, I couldn't remember how to check the Hall of Fame data, but it doesn't seem like this PC has any Hall of Fame data. So you're telling me this save file has 140 hours and they never did the league? I mean, fair enough. Right, on to the next one. Right, now we're on to the Japanese diamond.
神と呼ばれたポケモンを求めて、Nintendo DS ポケットモンスターダイヤモンドとパール。
This copy of Diamond I actually picked up while I was in Japan in 2023. It was one of the few Pokemon games I actually did pick up in Japan when we were there, because it was only like 1,500 yen or something, which is like £7 or £8. So I was like, yeah, go on, I'll grab it. Even the prices for Pokemon games over in Japan are like really ridiculous. I distinctly remember being in a book off, which is like a used game store in Japan, and a Japanese guy next to me pulled out a copy of Heart Gold from the shelf, and it was like 12,000 yen, and even he was like, eh? Nani? Like, even he was shocked by the price, which I found quite funny. I would love to see his reaction to the price of Heart Gold in this country. And it wasn't even like the big box Heart Gold, it was just the normal one. It didn't have the Pokewalk or anything. Also, I forgot to check the information. No. So this is I'm sorry, I cannot read that name. I'll put up a translation. 56 hours, 8 badges, 235 Pokemon in Dex. 14572, that's a cool ID. Oh my god, that's a lot of money. My god. I think that's 2012 this save was started. So not as old as the previous, definitely not an OG, but still a fairly old save file. So I'm not going to be able to tell whether any of these are named. I'm very sorry. So Torterra, this was probably the starter, found it, picked up in 2012. Infernape also in 2012. And then they got the Alakazam the day after that. They got all the starters pretty quickly. They must have been like trading. Was this? We've got a Fearow, 26th of, I'm guessing that's January, yeah, 26th of January 2012. And they've got a Rotom. Wait, caught in 2000? What? The Rotom was caught in the year 2000 before the game even came out. See, this is kind of funny now, obviously, because I can't read this, so it just kind of makes it more funny. I'm sure there's like very simple and basic explanations for these Pokemon being so odd. Oh yeah, okay, so this does have Hall of Fame data. Okay, so yeah, the English Diamond, they've never completed the set. They never beat the league. What was their first? Okay, so this was their first, this one, 27th. So that's a pretty balanced team. And then they did it again the next day with a slightly different team. And then they did it again a few days later with an extremely strange team. Oh, I bet this is going to be loaded. See if we've got any shinies or anything like kind of interesting. See, this is why I kind of wanted Adam in. Oh, we got a shiny Medicham. Oh, I think that's the Medicham. See, I think this is the one from Emerald. I think this one might be the one I transferred from my Japanese Emerald. Lots and lots of Pokemon. How many oh my goodness. Oh wow, they were trying to go for the full alphabet of unknown there. Yeah, they were trying to go for the full alphabet. Sadly, didn't manage to do it. Pretty cool idea. And that seems to be it. Oh no, we've got Azelf, Uxie and Dialga here at the back. Interesting. It's a very interesting save file. It doesn't help that I can't read it. So there's some like weirdness going on, but I'll have to put stuff on the screen in text to explain. On to the next one, I guess. That was a really odd one. A really odd one. Japanese Pearl now, which I only just recently acquired from like a big haul I got from Zen Market via Mercari, or Mercari via Zen Market, when I was just trying to basically get all the Pokemon games on the DS and the 3DS, whether they were Japanese or English, which I have now managed to achieve. So 61 hours. Again, I'll put a translation of the name on the screen. 8 badges, 129 Pokemon in the Dex. Oh, that's a cool trainer ID, 09900. Okay, that's cool. Started in 2006. So this is the oldest save so far, 2006. November, that looks like, November 27th. So just over 2 months, just around 2 months after the game's release. So this is a really old save. This is the person's, I mean, all of them are probably OG saves, but this is a really old, like, childhood save, which is quite cool. We've got a Palkia caught on December 12th. Pachirisu called Love. That's pretty nice. Azelf caught on the 23rd, just before Christmas that year. Infernape, probably their starter, I imagine. Staraptor, same day, same start day. Wingull. I had to think about that then. Very diverse team. Wait, there's no Hall of Fame data? Again? Wait, really? Another, like, super old save that never finished the league. What have we got going on in here? Pretty empty. Say this is a super old save with, 60 hours on it. Not a right lot going on. And no Pokemon League either, which is, again, no Hall of Fame data. Despite getting all 8 badges, they just never finished the league. They never even got to the league. It's grayed out. They never even got there. God damn. I mean, it doesn't really look like there was much recent activity on this save. Like, it seems like they got, like, passed to the 8th gym and just never got any further because they've got all 8 badges. Oh, they're very sparkly, bloody hell. Doesn't seem like it. Seems like it was kind of put away and just never touched again. You never know. Maybe they might have had Pearl and Diamond and ended up finishing the Diamond and just never seeing the point of going back to the Pearl. But then again, why would you get so far when you get so far in a game and then just put it down and never go back to it? I know I've done that plenty of times and I still do it now. Pretty cool save file. The fact that it's like so old. Alright, on to the next. Now we have a Japanese Soul Silver.
伝説のポケモンをめぐる新しい冒険。ポケモンを連れて歩けるポケウォーカー。歩いた分だけ懐いたりポケモンを捕まえられる。ポケットモンスターハートゴールドソウルシルバー。
Again, which I recently purchased via Macari. 45 hours. What's that? 16 what? Oh, 16 badges, obviously. Kanto. 25 Pokemon caught? Really? ID 49372. Yeah, 25 Pokemon. Originally started in 2012. Just a couple of years after release date. So again, pretty old OG save file. And for us, Lugia. Mewtwo. Very cool. Ho-Oh, bloody hell, full legendary team. Just a normal Gyarados, not the red one. Okay, fair enough. And then a random... Oh, no, wait, I must have called this. I was about to say. Yeah, this must have been one I accidentally caught from the Safari Zone during Safari Week. Because I was like, wait a minute, 2025? No, yeah, I caught that. So here's a Hall of Fame from the 1st of February 2012. And then they did it again the same day? Oh no, this is the third one. Okay, so this was the first one. It's 27th of January 2012. Yeah, no Red Gyarados. Where's Red Gyarados? And then they did it again a few days later. And then they did it again the same day. Oh, Dunsparce. Classic. Love Dunsparce. Yeah, there's that Combusken. Yeah, that is it. No Red Gyarados. They must have knocked it out. What the hell? Yeah, a pretty bare bones save file in all honesty. It's not much interesting going on here. Pretty bare bones. On to the next one. We've got my Japanese Pokemon White.
誰も知らない答えを見つける旅。ポケットモンスターブラックホワイト。
Which again I purchased recently on Zen Market. 94 hours, 370 Pokemon caught, 8 badges. Oh, it doesn't say when the save started. Oh, did they stop doing that? Oh, it's on the back. 2010. Yeah, it was released it was released a year on the 26th of September, so it wasn't too long after release day. 21261 ID number, pretty cool. We've got a Kyurem, level 87 in November, not too long after the save file. We've got a Swampert from 2014. I'm gonna guess that was a transfer. Can you get Swampert in this game? Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably a transfer. 2014. We've got is that Dano? Oh, we've got Victini. Event Victini. Is that actually the event one? 24th of April 2011. I mean, I'm guessing that's the event one. There's no other way to get it, is there? But it's the save files from so long ago, it must be legit. That's actually really cool. We've got Volcarona, met at level 70, bloody hell. We've got Landorus, 2014, that one. They took a bit of a gap between getting that. Well, this is the oldest Hall of Fame, so this is from the 26th of October 2010. Pretty interesting team going on there, in all honesty. And I'm guessing that then this is like all the other Hall of Fames. We've got one in November with a much more balanced team. Another one towards the end of November. And then they came back to it in May of 2014, 4 years later, to give it another go with a different team. Anything that stands out? Wow, this PC is pretty loaded. Oh my god, there's so much. Got a lot of like really cool stuff for like different gens. This is back in the day when it was like just so much easier to transfer stuff and it wasn't locked behind a paywall. But still a pretty cool... Oh wow. Oh, they've got Keldeo. Was that an event? 11th of August 2012. I'll have to look up these events and see if the dates match, but yeah, that's definitely an event Keldeo. We've got Terrakion, Kyogre, Virizion, Cobalion, Zekrom, Thundurus. Is that Thundurus? Blue one. Thundurus. Rayquaza. I like the fact it's got those event mythicals. I really hope that those aren't hacked, because those would have been like so easy to hack in, but the fact that this save is also like quite old and it's around the same time as those events happened, they probably are legit. Now we're moving over to the 3DS. I've got my Japanese X again from Zen Market, Makari via Zen Market.
新たなポケモン、新たなタイプフェアリー、新たな進化メガ進化、ポケモン新たな次元へ。Nintendo 3DS Pokémon X, Y.
Just trying to acquire all the games because buying them all in English is way more expensive. I think this was literally like a £5 in Japanese to yen to Great British Pounds conversion. 49 hours, 354 Pokemon, 8 badges. It's pretty cool to go back and look at the X and Y stuff, and now, especially with ZA right around the corner. Oh, we're in the daycare. Started on the 12th of October 2013, so yeah, that's release date, isn't it? Was X and Y the first simultaneous release date? Yeah, worldwide release, 12th of October 2013. So this is a release date save file, and the league was beat almost a month later, just around a month later. 48609 trainer ID. Interesting. We've got a Houndoom. Oh my god. Mightyena. I forgot the name for a second. Gengar. We've got an Aggron, Absol, and Lavesta. Pretty bizarre team, not gonna lie. But then again, they were breeding something, so that might not have been their actual team. Let's go check the PC. Okay, so Hall of Fame, they beat the game just over a month after it came out, with a bit more of a balanced team, it looks like, than what's in the party right now. Because this is when they first brought in Wonder Trade, so people would have been doing a ton of those. Ooh, we've got a Greninja. Was this their starter? Yep, this was the starter. Any shinies, that's what I'm looking for. Although this was the era of like... Oh, they've got lots of Ferokis. They might have been breeding for a shiny. As I was going to, this was the era of like Wonder Trade hacked Pokemon. So this is when it all started happening. Oh wow! Wait, to say they had so many Pokemon, there's not a lot in the PC. A pretty cool save file though. To say this is a day one save file for X and Y. On to the final one, the Ultra Moon. Right, final one, Japanese Ultra Moon.
だが、ポケモンレスキューは実在する。レスキューするのは 君自身だ。思い出のポケモンと新たな冒険へ。
17 hours. Not that far. They've only got about half of the trials done by the looks of it. So yes, again, this game was acquired via Macari via Zen Market, as all of them have been. 2018. So Ultra Sun and Moon was 2017. So this was a year after release. This would have been around the time Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu were coming out. ID 009129. We've got a Haunter, Magneton, got a Noibat, Incineroar, we've got Incineroar, we've got that, I don't remember the name, and a Gyarados. So yeah, it seems like they played this for like a little bit and then like a couple of days it looks like, and then they just stopped. I mean, this game was pretty difficult. Wow. Not much. We've got a Ditto and a Mimikyu. Surely they have more. Is that it? Yeah, this is really bare bones. They must have literally bought this, played it for a few days and thought, no, I'm not, this is rubbish. I don't know, maybe they realised that Let's Go was coming out soon and just decided to go for that. I don't know, maybe they picked this up during the craze of Go and thought, oh, it's going to be like Pokemon Go. But it wasn't, it was much harder. I have no idea, I'm just speculating. But yeah, the fact that they like picked it up and then didn't really do much with it. And the team is pretty weird. My favourite was probably the Pokemon White because it has the mythical events. And the X as well, because that was like a bang-on release day copy. As well as the Pearl. I don't think the Pearl, I can't remember, was the Pearl a release day copy? It was pretty close if it wasn't. I'm pretty sure it was only like a week or two later, but those are probably the coolest ones. This is probably the most anticlimactic one. I don't think I'll feel bad about wiping this save file, in all honesty. Right, I hope people enjoy that little bit of a different video. Shout out again to I Pet That Pokemon for directly inspiring me to make this video with all of my very good financial endeavours. If you have enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe and leave a like and leave a comment telling me, do you still have your childhood games and do you still have those original save files from way back on launch day or close to launch day? Because I don't have any of them. Which is brilliant. But yeah, quite enjoyed doing this, going through these save files, seeing all the little nitty and gritty details. If I didn't go into enough detail of stuff, I'm sorry, I just kind of do stuff in my own way. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I hope this might have inspired you to go through some of your old copies as well. Your own childhood copies, or maybe some used copies that you've picked up recently, because, you know, these things are basically time capsules. You know, you think about this Pearl and this X, like, these were people's day one or close to day one save files. These, you know, I guarantee some of you watching this Pearl save file is probably older than you. I'll close off this video now. Thank you very much for watching, as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Serena says, bye-bye.